Hello grapplers and welcome to a new video. Fat Manatee, Coupon and other Zangief players have been discovering some issues with the hurtbox that are basically hurting Zangief. Hurtbox, hurting, you know what I mean. Anyways, none of this is actually affecting the neutral, but there's a few things that we need to talk about and some of them are actually pretty big. Thanks to this YouTube video over here, and also Fat Manatee posted this on Twitter, we can actually check how much the hurtbox has changed. I will put this video in the description of this one, so you guys can just go and check it out by Chato. And this person actually shows all the changes to the hurtbox of all the characters. The SPD change, and also the Siberian Express change, besides the neutral expansion of the torso of Zangief. And we have to say that there were a lot of people talking about how Siberian Express is better now, how Siberian Express is catching back work. It's not. It's doing the same thing. The expansion is minimal, absolutely minimal. And I've come to this realization. I'm not really sure if this is it, but I try to compare them as much as possible. And it seems like the hurtbox has increased. And this seems to be happening in the neutral, like when Zangief is just standing. I'm gonna guess crouching is also gonna be a thing. But then I compared the post of Fat Manatee with the standing medium punch. So I'm gonna assume that maybe in the neutral it was extended like this, and when you press a button, it's only the torso. To be honest, in the neutral, you're not gonna see necessarily a lot of whiff punishment. It's not like you're gonna start using a standing medium punch and you're gonna get hit by, I don't know, something you weren't getting hit before if you weren't pressing the button correctly. But this is a little bit confusing to me. I need to recheck, so take this with a grain of salt. But it seems to be extended till the bottom of Zangief, because there's always a however. There are gonna be situations where you might get counter hit in places where you maybe shouldn't before. I'm gonna give you a very small example with Zangief here with crouching light punch. Where's my crouching light punch? This is something that you could do before far from the opponent, and it was pretty consistent, something like this. And you'll see that I'm still hitting Zangief punish counter. Well, there's gonna be situations where, due to the hurtbox increased, that you might get counter hit. I think it was found out by Coupon. At least he's the person that I saw doing this live. And you'll see that the jump forward this used to connect is no longer working. We can somewhat blame, or fully blame, I think at this point, the hurtbox. So this in the mirror match is not gonna work. There's also an issue with other characters like Blanca or Honda. For the normal bodies, super quote unquote, this should be working, normal bodies. And this is also another issue. You might be thinking, okay, the jumping light kick is not that much of an issue. Well, body splash is. Now that being said, Junior found a response to this situation, but we'll go step by step. Junior, the big Zangief player from Japan, by the way. So yes, this, if you just do it, you will whiff it. How do you solve this situation? Well, thanks again to Junior. You need to do a micro step, then jump forwards with body splash, and then you get the lariat. That's how you do it. That micro step is kinda annoying, but you have to do it if you want to land this against Honda and Zangief. The timing is a little bit strange. Once you get used to it, you can get it somehow consistently. But you'll see, even if I'm trying it right here, you can whiff it. So I need to train it. And Super Low 1 can also whiff if you don't do it immediately. There you go, finally. I got another one. At least with Honda you can get this. So I guess that's something, but if you want to land the body splash, you need to micro step. Yeah, that's that's another huge thing. This is terrible. Well, at least you can somewhat do that. This is pretty painful already. Now we're heading into the, oh no, this is messed up. Manatee has been testing throw loops. And this is actually very, very bad. There's a lot of characters that now have easier throw loops against Zangief. And you'll see that one example, it's Edward, where he just has a bigger throw loop window against Zangief. And this is due to the hurtbox change. Yep. Another one, he mentioned Guile too, so it's Lily, Guile, Ed. You have now Chun-Li too. an extremely consistent throw loop against Zangief. You'll see that it goes from 1 frame window to 3 frame window, which is a huge change. It's way easier to do. And very recently, Manatee found out that Elena also has one. And oof. And this is only the beginning. We haven't seen other changes to the hurtbox in situations where maybe we can get a scramble and maybe we could get grabbed or pressure on block, really. So we don't know what's going to happen with Zangief. Yeah, what can I say? At least the good thing is that we actually have information of the ODSPD. I tested the ODSPD, by the way, and with the video by Chato, and it seems like this is the extension of the ODSPD. It doesn't seem that big, but believe me, this does change how you use the move. Very likely I will have to update this video because Zangief players are checking how much this will change Zangief in the future, but these are huge issues. Big problems, because Zangief is very easy to be put in the corner, and now you have a lot of characters with way easier throw loops on Zangief. Go to the Siberia Lab on Twitch. I stream very regularly over there. Take care of yourselves, keep playing grapplers. Alex is coming, I haven't mentioned that. If you really like this video, please subscribe, hydrate, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.